Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. The United States of America has warned the Caribbean and African countries about birth tourism. Now what do I mean by birth tourism? Birth tourism is when a pregnant woman goes to the United States of America just to have their child, because of the constitutional right in America of birthright citizenship. Donald Trump would have tried to stop that, but that is tied up in the courts. And as it stands, birthright citizenship is allowed in America. So what the US president is saying is that the person who grants you the visa at the US embassy has the right to deny anybody that they think is going to America to have a child, what they call birthright tourism. Not birthright tourism, they call it birth tourism, where a pregnant woman goes to America, pregnant, stays there for 6 months or less, and during that time they have their child. Well, America is saying if a pregnant woman goes to get a visa now, and the person, the US agent who is granting the visa, sees that the woman is pregnant, they have the right to deny the visa because of that. Now that is madness. That is absolute madness, because what if a woman is just pregnant and she wants to go to America just to buy some stuff for her baby and then come back to the Caribbean or Africa and have their child? Well, the United States of America is saying they don't trust our people from the Caribbean and Africa. Maybe if a pregnant woman from Europe or Canada, well, Canada, they can go visa free. Most of European countries, they can go visa free. But the US agent has a right to deny the visa based on that. And this is breaking news coming out of America. And this story was released a few days ago. And I'm going to read for you what the exact story says. This was released, and it says US warns Caribbean and African citizens against birth visa abuse. The United States has issued a warning against birth tourism, cautioning that Caribbean and Africans who seek visas to give birth in the US risk being denied entry. The State Department said consular officers may refuse visas if they believe the primary purpose of travel is to secure US citizenship for your child. Officials added that misrepresentation of travel intentions could lead to long-term consequences, including visa bans. This is getting very serious. While the US Constitution guarantees citizenship to children born on its soil, Washington considers birth tourism an abuse of the system. Embassy officials urge applicants to be transparent about their travel plans. Yes, my friends, that is the news. Birth tourism. I am sure Americans come to the Caribbean or even Africa to go and get their children. Europeans do the same, because right now a Caribbean and African citizenship is worth a lot of money. It's priceless, because many persons in Europe and America are trying to leave because of the high taxes, high cost of living, cold weather, antisocial environment, work, overwork environment, high rent, and all of that. Many persons are thinking about leaving the United States of America for good and Europe for good and move to the beautiful tropical Caribbean where they can relax, enjoy life, my friends. This may sound like a joke to some of you, but some Caribbean citizenship costs a lot of money, up to $250,000. Why do you think it costs so much money? And why do you think people are buying citizenship from the Caribbean? Because what we have is priceless. So maybe the days are coming to an end of persons wanting to go to America to have their children, because the benefits are getting less and less. You can get a job, yes, but you're gonna have to work very hard in these Western countries, and these are white-run countries. So opportunities may not be available for people. This is why I say it is time for us to bridge the gap between the African continent and the Caribbean, which is the African diaspora. Why? Because we are one people separated by a brutal transatlantic slave trade and colonialism. But those days are coming to an end. They're coming back together stronger than ever before. Just this weekend, we had a massive African and Caribbean summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, East Africa. That's where the African Union headquarters is, where a number of African countries and Caribbean countries met and they had talks. So things are moving in the right direction. The gap is being bridged, my friends. So we are doing a good job on this channel. This is what we have been preaching for a long time. The bridging of the gap between the Africa and the African continent and its diaspora, which includes the Caribbean island nations. So I'm happy to announce that this vision is actually coming to fruition. If you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. The link is in this description box, and I'm going to try to leave the link in the comment section as well. I'm going to pin it so you can see where you can join the channel and become a channel member and support this worthy journey of bridging the gap between all Africans worldwide, whether you're on the African continent or you're in the African diaspora. So you can join my channel and help to support this worthy cause. I also have a travel channel. The link is in this description box as well. You click the link and go on over to that channel and subscribe as well. Like the video, share them with all your friends and family, and comment your thoughts and opinion. Make sure to subscribe to this channel as well, Beyond Uncut. On this channel, I react to breaking news that affect the African continent and the African diaspora. I aim to release videos every day. If not every day, I may miss a day or two the most, but I normally try to post several times a week, up to 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week. And I react to breaking news that our people will be interested in. So if you're interested in breaking news that affect the Caribbean nations or the African continent or Africans in North America, including African Americans, Africans in Canada, Africans in Europe, Africans in the UK, even South America, Brazil, Colombia. We love our people down there worldwide. This is a worldwide movement now, and we're coming together rapidly. Let us get those direct flights. Once we get direct flights from Africa to the Caribbean, game over. That is when we will start to grow leaps and bounds, my friends. So let's continue to put pressure on our leaders to get the job done, because we cannot continue to be flying through North America or Europe to get to each other. We need a direct route from Africa to the Caribbean, from the Caribbean to Africa, direct. Let us cut out the middleman and bridge that gap between Africa and the Caribbean. Thank you for watching today's video. Comment your thoughts and opinion and let me know what you think about the topic today of the US sending a strong warning to the Caribbean and African nations about the birthright tourism. Birth tourism, which is when a pregnant woman comes to America just to have a child. The US is accusing the Caribbean and Africa of engaging in birth tourism, and they are saying they are sending a strong warning to our people that they will be denied their visas, or maybe a visa ban if they are suspected of engaging in birth tourism. So if you're pregnant, make sure you travel to the US when your belly is not showing or it's not obvious that you're pregnant, because the US immigration has the right, even though you have a visa, US immigration still has the right to deny you. Let's say I get a US visa and I fly to the US next week, and I in New York or Miami, wherever the port of entry is, the immigration officer can say, look, I don't think you will leave the US. You look like you will overstay your visa. So on that basis, I am denying you entry to the US. Bam! They stamp your passport. You're back on the next flight, back to where you came from. Simple as that. They don't care. You would have lost all your ticket money and all of that. So my friends, this is serious business. Don't take the chance. Go, if you're 2-3 months pregnant and you're not showing yet, then travel to the US, and then you can, once your belly gets continue to grow, you're in the US at that point, and if you want to have your child there, you can. But do not go to get your visa or go to a US port of entry with a big belly like you're pregnant. I wouldn't advise it at this time. You can take the chance, but it's up to you. Thank you for watching today's episode. Like the video, share it with all your friends and family, comment your thoughts and opinion. It's a beautiful day in paradise today. The Caribbean is such a great place to live and work. Thank you for watching today's episode, and I'll see you again tomorrow in the next video. My name is Beyond. This is Beyond Uncut. Much love and bye-bye.